I'm Hansen with Walter's Gardens, Director of New Plant Development, and we're here today to talk about the genus Baptisia. Baptisias are a passion of mine. I've been working with this project for 20 years. The genus Baptisia is native to North America, pretty much the United States, with a little bleed over into Canada and Mexico. Baptisias are very drought tolerant, they're deer resistant, and they add a lot of value to the landscape. In addition to the late spring, early summer color, they also have attractive seed pods if the flowers are pollinated by insects. Because Baptisias have such a long lifespan, they also have a long juvenility period. This is what a Baptisia would look like the first year after germination. This is what it looks like here in June. And it's important to remember Baptisias are an investment. It will take several years for them to reach their full potential. And you'll see this in the garden center. Usually it's a 1 to 2 year old plant by the time it gets to retail, maybe a 3-year-old plant in a container. And it only gets better in time. So you can see the maturity difference between a young plant and a mature plant. So make sure that you allow enough space in your landscape for it to be mature and enjoy the presence that it provides. It's probably easier to move the surrounding plants around it than a Baptisia after it becomes established, because it does have a very large extensive root system. This is Baptisia australis, probably the most commonly one you'll find in a landscape. There's a lot of nice things about this plant, including the nice blue flower color. Unfortunately, it's one of the largest of the genus, and it takes up a lot of space in the landscape. Right next to it, we have Baptisia minor. It does have a lot of similarities between this and australis, including the very nice flower color. The leaves are smaller, the plant is more compact, and it probably is more suited to the urban landscape. What we have here right next to it is a hybrid between the two, and this is one of my first hybrids called Blueberry Sunday. You can see it combines the best traits of both plants: prolific flower color, flowers out of the foliage, and nice display on a smaller plant. Several traits we select for when we're evaluating Baptisia are overall form, foliage color, flower color, and overall presence in the landscape. This is a nice seedling. This is a hybrid of Sphaerocarpa, which is one of the species responsible for the nice gold colored flowers. A reason we did not select this variety, even though it's got very nice flower color, is the habit is a little loose, and it's not a lot of contrast between the flowers and the foliage. You can see the foliage is a relatively light chartreuse color, where a really dark green foliage would really make the flowers pop. So this is a variety, even though the flower color is very good, it's not one we would select or introduce. Because Baptisias are such a long-lived perennial, there's a very long evaluation process, usually close to 7 or 8 years from the day the cross is made until the plant goes on the market, even longer than that in some instances. This trial area here are trial beds that are 10 years old, so you can see the length of time involved to evaluate and make a selection. This is one of our newer releases. This is called Sparkling Sapphires. Very dark violet flowers, prolific floral display, terminal and lateral flowers, and just really good flower coverage on a more compact sized plant. Pink Truffles is one of our nicest hybrids. It's got the longest flower season of any of our introductions to date. You have these smoky pink flowers, really dark flower stems, dark flower buds, and an incredible upright habit. This is in the Proven Winners series, Decadence Deluxe, because of the tall flower scapes and the larger size. It's a larger size vertically but not horizontally, so this is a great plant to put in the middle of your border, and you can still underplant with other perennials in front of it because of its size. Once again, these are very long-lived, and this has long flower season because of the long flower scapes and the lateral branching. If you look closely, one flower stem has multiple side shoots with multiple flowers. Dark chocolate is a nice combination of many traits. We have very large inflorescence. These are held well above the foliage. That's a trait that we try to select for. So we've measured these at 27 inches, which is one of the longest inflorescence we have. This is a dark chocolate color, relatively unique to the genus Baptisia. Most Baptisia species come in 3 colors, white, yellow, and blue. So this would be a combination of two species, one that had yellow flowers and one that had blue flowers. The genus Baptisia has a lot to offer. They're long-lived perennials, great drought resistance, beautiful flowers. After flowering, the foliage really is attractive, carries the plant throughout the season. These could be used in the garden in place of a shrub. And I really enjoy these Baptisias. I hope you'll buy some, grow them in your garden, and enjoy them as much as I do.